So you're thinking about moving to Austin? That is so exciting. But let me tell you about a couple things before you call Austin your home in 2024. By the way, I'm Kathleen Magat, your Austin real estate agent with Meta Realty. If you'd like to know all things Austin, the food scene, a specific neighborhood, or just want to know what's going on in the real estate market, I've got you covered. If you'd like to chat about your specific property here in Austin, I'd love to connect. All my contact information is right there on the screen and listed below. I'm here to make your Austin experience wonderful, so let's chat. I look forward to hearing from you. Now, for a period of time, Austin was ranked #1 on the best places to live list. Austin's ranking has dropped over the years, but was still within the top 10. It wasn't until 2022 when Austin got kicked out of the top 10 and dropped even further down the list to number 40 in 2023. But Austin still remains the #1 place to live in Texas. Let's talk about 10 things you need to know before you pack up your bags. The first one is allergies. The sunsets are beautiful. The scenic attractions are beautiful. All these things prove Austin to be one of the beautiful cities in the country. But it comes with a caveat, and that's allergies. According to the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America, Austin consistently ranks high for pollen and mold allergens. Between December and February, we have cedar fever, which means cedar pollen sweeps through the city, causing allergies for many Austinites. Number 2 is extreme weather. Austin has humid subtropical weather, so that means summers can be really hot and winters are mild to cold. Temperatures are in the 90s to triple digits from June to September, and the humidity here gives it that type of heat that takes some getting used to. So last year in 2023, we experienced our hottest summer yet. Austin had 80 days of 100-degree weather, and half of those days were 100 degrees or higher. But let me just say, the humidity here in Austin isn't like the humidity in Houston. I remember the first time we went to Houston, my daughter kept asking me, why do my legs feel so sticky? Now, certain times out of the year, the weather reminds me of Hawaii, which is so nice. And then there are those occasions where we get those cold fronts and winter storms during the winter, where temperatures drop to the 20s, which could also drop to the teens, but it doesn't get cold enough here to snow, but we do get ice. Now, number 3 is bugs and wildlife. There are snakes, there are spiders, big spiders, and there are a ton of mosquitoes here. Now, if you're like me, they like to prey on your blood. Your new perfume may just be bug spray. Austin has the largest bat colony in North America. If you've ever visited Austin, you've likely been told to go watch the bats under the Congress Bridge to watch them fly over the city at sunset. It's beautiful, but in that moment, they're eating a ton of mosquitoes every night. Bats are harmless to humans, but please, if you see one or come close to one, see them on the ground, do not touch or pick them up because they may have rabies. Now, the warm, humid weather creates the perfect home for fire ants, cockroaches, scorpions, tarantulas, and wasps. So while your new perfume may be bug spray, your new best friend may just be the exterminator. Number 4 is political views. Texas as a whole is known as a conservative state. The last time a Democrat won statewide office was in 1994. However, Austin's political views specifically are more aligned with other liberal cities in the US. So if you go outside of Austin, it'll likely be more conservative. Number 5 is traffic. Given the rapid growth Austin experienced in such a short period of time, the city doesn't have the infrastructure to support this growth. With that said, there's a lot of traffic. And personally, I try to avoid the I-35 as much as possible, especially during the early mornings and into the evening hours. I use alternative routes. And in fact, there is a project to expand the I-35, but like any expansion project, congestion will worsen before it gets better. But if you're coming from places like LA and New York City, the traffic doesn't compare. It may just feel like a slowdown as opposed to a stop and go. It really is better. Number 6 is the necessity for a car. With the amount of growth Austin has had, it has expanded out rather than up. So while downtown remains a walkable city, you'll need a car to get to other places. We do have the Metro Rail that runs from Northwest Austin to downtown, nothing coming from South Austin, and we do have some public transportation. But if you're coming from a place where you've been dependent on public transportation, you're not going to get the same experience here in Austin. Number 7 is property taxes. This is one expense that varies by property and by neighborhood. Texas does not have state income tax, but property taxes are the primary source of revenue for Texas governments and paying for public services such as roads, hospitals, and schools. Austin's property tax rates are among the highest in Texas, so expect to pay thousands of dollars a year and for it to increase year over year due to the rising home values. Also, don't equate lower price homes to lower property taxes. That's not necessarily true. So if you're considering a home purchase in Austin, it's important that you and I talk so that I can walk you through the unexpected costs that come with purchasing a home. Property taxes are one of the most common overlooked expenditures in the home buying process. Number 8 is cost of living. With Austin booming, the cost of living has increased over the years. While Austin is still relatively affordable, compared to cities like San Francisco and New York City, it's still the most expensive place to live in Texas. The cost of living in Austin is 10% higher than the state average, and it's no secret home prices have gone up. Homes closer to downtown will be in the $1 million range, and homes in good school districts will be more than $500,000. Going out into the suburbs, north or south, gives you more bang for your buck. Believe it or not, you can still purchase a home in the mid-300s should you be okay moving a little further away from Austin. Median rental rates vary by neighborhood and by property type. To give you an idea, on average, rent is around $1,500 and north of $3,000 if you're downtown. Now, like I said, prices do vary by neighborhood. Now, as far as groceries, Austinites average about $300 a month depending on your household size. A dozen of large cage-free eggs are $2.52. A gallon of whole milk is $3.96. White bread is $2.18. And regular gas is $2.44. Expect to pay around $15 for one person at an inexpensive restaurant or food truck. Fast food varies from $8 to $12 per person. And let me tell you, as a family of 5, P. Terry's offers the most affordable fast food hamburger joint for us. We spend about $40 to feed all of us. Entertainment will vary from $5 to $10 covers to watch live bands to $350 to get a one-day ticket at the Austin City Limits Music Festival. Now, number 9 is tap water. The water in Austin is hard water. So while the water is safe to drink, it tastes a little funny and has an odd smell. So if you're coming from a place where you can drink your tap water, this is an added expense to keep in mind. The solution is to install a water softener system, which will make the water taste better in your home. Buy bottled water or sign up for a water delivery service. Number 10 is homelessness. So earlier I talked about the increase in cost of living, but due to that, it also increased homelessness. Hundreds of people downtown are in need of shelter, but open beds are hard to come by. Fortunately, there is a $515 million plan to house thousands of people. All right, y'all. Austin is a city with a personality of its own, and these very nuances are what contribute to its character. Embracing them can be an adventure, but it also could be a learning experience. So if you're still curious about making Austin your home, or if you want to talk more about the nuances of living here, let's have a conversation. We'll talk about the things that make Austin a great place to live and address any concerns you might have. After all, the decision to move anywhere is a big one, and I'm here to provide you with information you need. If you got any value out of this video, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. I'm here to serve, and that simple gesture would encourage me to create more videos for y'all. Thanks for hanging with me. I'm Kathleen Magat, your Austin real estate agent. Until next time.